So tonight we got to talk about the latest. I'm sure everybody's excited to talk about this. The latest in Rippaverse titles.
Oh, that was sarcasm. I got you.
Yeah. Corey says Till really wants to get into a bar fight with Eric July. No, Corey, I don't want any physical harm to come to Eric July. Honestly, I don't even want any like monetary harm to come to him at this point, because the latest thing they announced is so absolutely fucking ridiculous that I have to have more. Like, now you hooked me. Like, now it took 4 or 5 books, Eric. It took you 5 books to hook me, and you hooked me with something called Horseman. That's right. It's exactly what you think it is.
Does he shit in the street?
I would assume so. I'm gonna be disappointed.
While he walks, which is a very specific feature of horses, that they shit while they walk.
You know what that sounds like? A novel.
What sounds like a novel?
Horseman. Like a fantasy weird novel or something.
Go on. A fantasy novel?
Not sexual, Toasty.
About what?
No, I'm just saying.
Sounds like
half horse
with the Saska sisters. Anyway.
He's half horse, half man. All vengeance.
With long hair flowing in the wind.
What is it with white women and horses?
Honestly, it's not a white woman who made this time. It was an old white guy. It was actually 2 old white guys. And in the video, they're like, we went to Eric with our crazy idea, and good thing he liked it. It's something called Horseman. Honestly, the pitch would have been better if it had a sound effect like that after he said Horseman. It might be so stupid it's brilliant. You know, because like here's the thing about things that are amazing and things that are absolutely retarded. It's kind of a circle. You know what I mean?
It is like that horseshoe theory where it comes back around.
It's really weird. It is really weird because this could be the greatest comic of all time, and for none of the reasons they think he'll be.
Two.
Yes.
What is this? Hard to tell.
This, Kyle, is Horseman.
So let me get to the real. I think I'm the dumbest person in the world.
Yes, I do.
He said it.
Is that Horseman?
Is that
no? That is writer Chuck
Sanders?
Dixon. Yes, this is the once writer of the great Batman series Nightfall, now a CEO of a chicken franchise, who also writes for Eric, and apparently anybody else they'll hand him $10. So this is the guy who wrote Alpha Core, and right before MegaCon, which was this last weekend, which they all went to, he had a big announcement, big announcement to tell the whole world.
Can't wait.
Hold on to your butts.
Joe Bennett had this idea, and he presented it to me, and he said, what the Rippaverse really needs is a street-level crime-fighting character, a guy without any superpowers, self-made man. And so Joe and I...
You mean Batman?
And who's Isom? What does Isom do?
Yeah, Isom doesn't really have superpowers. Well, he seemingly has super strength. That's basically what we can tell so far. He has at least super strength. Because we've seen him throw some motherfuckers far. And we've seen him kind of, jump a superhuman distance. Although it is a comic book, so what really constitutes superhuman?
I think he's just black.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, can I ask a question real quick?
Sure, shoot.
Okay, so it's been what, over 100, maybe 150 years of comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roughly.
Mm-hmm.
And in that entire time, there hasn't been a horseman.
Wrong.
Oh, really? There
Yeah.
was?
I'm sure there was.
There's another Horseman comic. I don't think it
Oh, well.
lasted long, but there was definitely another Horseman comic. This is gonna be really hard to.
Shoots down my argument. I was gonna say that the reason there wasn't one was because it was a stupid idea.
I mean,
Yep.
Horsemen. Really annoying. Was like it's a biblical kind of idea, you know, like the idea
It's
of like
a
the
centaur.
apocalypse, or a centaur. But I'm talking about like the more like kind of doomsday imagery that you know generates to mind with the horsemen.
The 4 horsemen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not doing it 4 times, Cal. Go fuck yourself.
No, I'm letting you run
I'm not-
that soundbite to the ground.
So
Which
wait,
one?
is he really like literally half horse, or is he?
Riding a horse.
Nope, neither. He's in a horse cosplay.
Oh, a horse suit.
A furry.
For a horsey.
Their Batman's a furry.
Oh.
Goddamn.
It will, Corey. Be patient.
I
It's
together
only like a minute
created
clip.
the Horseman, and we presented the idea to Eric, and thank God he liked it. 'Cause so we're creating a one-shot presenting
Look
the
at
Horseman,
You're
just
a fucking
super action,
proper
the way
writer.
only Joe Bennett can deliver
This
it,
fucking idiot
and
liked
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Dude, I was talking because we, Ken and I talked about this last night on Burnt Popcorn a little bit. I have a theory. Eric July is actually the biggest victim in indie comics. So you got Cliff Richards who ripped him off, Carol Brown who ripped him off, and now it seems like Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett are ripping him off too. They're like, all right, let's just give him the dumbest fucking ideas we could possibly give him.
Would you say
Let's
that's
see if he
the
just says yes.
Rippaverse? That's what the Rippaverse is
It's the Rippaverse really is the rip-off verse, but the joke is that it's everyone ripping off Eric July in turns.
And Eric
Rips
July ripped off a bunch of boomers.
Yeah, a bunch of boomers. It's
Well.
the worst pyramid scheme ever.
Free market. There's a fool for every dollar.
And this one, there's like 9 layers of fools. Like, in my head, I see Chuck Dixon using this as a means to gain a new generation of fans. Or at least that's what he thinks it is, because he doesn't realize that most of Eric's viewers are boomers and shit. But he's using it as like almost like a means to gain like a new generation of fans and siphon as much money out of Eric as he can. And then him and Joe will go off and do their actual ideas. Like, I
Right.
feel like they had a pitch meeting with Eric and they didn't remember to actually come up with anything before the pitch meeting. And so, like, in a panic, when Eric July is like, so what's the title of your new book? And they just go, Horseman. And he just goes, what it is. And they're like, I don't know if that means it's if he bought the pitch or not. I don't understand. And now they actually had to make a book out of it. And it's so dumb. It's so
It is
fucking
what
dumb.
it is.
Is he
It
like
be done.
BoJack Horseman?
No. It's worse than that. Okay?
I still have no
I've
idea
also decided
who's the horse. How
This
the
year
horse?
for Halloween, I'm ordering one of those horse heads, and I'm gonna get like a dumb like Batman type suit. I'm gonna go as the Horseman. I think it's a great idea.
If you're dressing up, I want to dress up as a pony too.
It'd be so hard to do the podcast in a horse head. See anything?
But I'll be getting a
Just
onesie.
muffling.
Yeah. All right.
Fun, I promise.
There he is. That's the horseman.
That doesn't look anything like a horse.
Generic suit guy number 5, 11.
It's
whatever.
not just generic though, boys. Like this is the. There's another layer to this. Okay, I got a better image of it. All right. So.
Was he like a Native American that whispered horses? I don't know.
Did the horse whisperer?
Was
That
he
is-
The
fucked-
horse
was he
whisperer was
fucked
bit by a
horse?
radioactive horse,
Yeah, he's glowing.
and he became Horseman. Okay, so look at this mask. What is?
I don't understand what I'm looking at.
It's very Batman-ish.
Yeah,
There
I
you go,
just see Batman.
Toasty. That's
He looks
exactly
like
what
a
it is.
dog, a BDSM dog mask that those
Yes.
freaks use.
Mm.
Oh, it is what it is. I'm gonna.
Hold on. Okay, so anybody familiar with the Nightfall story?
Vaguely, it's been a long time.
I don't know
Okay.
who that is.
No. Okay, so Nightfall is a story arc from the Batman mythos, and in the story, Batman gets tracked down by Bane. Bane snaps his back on his knee, so Batman's out of commission.
Bane is that guy with the fishbowl on his head, right?
No, Bane's the one that wears like the fucking luchador mask and is like
Oh.
massive. He's a big, muscly guy. Okay, so while Batman's out of commission, there's this guy named Azrael who takes over Batman's role. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's see, I'm trying to find a good.
Check backwards.
Here's a toy version of him. But so while Azrael was Batman, this is what he looked like.
Oh, okay.
That is fucking badass right there.
That is badass.
And that looks mad heavy.
But that's like it's the same mask. It's
Same
just
color
he just
scheme.
added some like nostril holes and a weird like mane fin, like a mohawk, like
Like
a
a
weird mohawk
Mm-hmm.
fin.
Yeah.
It's
I
the fucking Azrael mask. And yeah, it's also
What?
I gotta switch to English. Hold on. Don't
Oh,
look.
VPN.
No, it's because he sent it to
Oh.
me from his
Oh, it's the.
his
Okay,
Portuguese.
so just take the BR after the .com.
There we go. What the fuck? What kind of goddamn
You have
fucking
Amazon
zip
over
code
there.
is that, Kyle? That's not a real zip code.
Oh.
Did it show us?
I can't read it.
That's fucked
It's
up.
like just like a barcode.
Kinky.
But anyway, yeah.
But yeah, it's the exact same mask. Like the only difference is this one. You just need. Yeah, I'll do that.
He just needs a mohawk and a muzzle.
Is that a full-size statue or a costume?
That's a statue.
Statue.
And then gotta have the mohawk. There you go. There's Horseman.
Are the holes for his sleep apnea or what?
It's so he can breathe, I think. It's supposed to look like a horse's like nostrils, I think.
This dude's never
Oh.
seen a horse.
It's not that big. They're
They don't
smaller
look like
than
that.
that.
Why would you make him horse themed? Like they could have just given him like a cowboy hat. You know, like they could have done any number of things, but they decided to give him a horseplay costume. I knew the fucking Scissor Sisters were gonna turn this company gay.
Gay, 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 gay.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
they-
his weapon is a metal bat.
It's
That's
basically those metal batons. We
Okay.
Ken and I called them horse dicks.
Yeah, that's kind of
Right.
what I'm.
He beats people down with his giant horse dicks.
Man, they need to stop horsing around. Fucking Rippaverse.
And the
I know.
sharp part of the sticks is not even that sharp looking.
They
They
got like
couldn't make it
little,
bigger or
it's like
something.
little pointy bits on the end, like
But it's
like
so tiny. Like, what is that gonna do?
it's gonna rip the shit out of your fucking skin because it's metal.
Yeah, but like I feel like that should have been made bigger.
Like nails.
I don't know. I think it would look more badass if it was like bigger, longer.
Nails. Yeah, big
I mean,
nails.
yeah, it's essentially like a bat with like fucking screws and shit sticking out of it. That's the idea, at least.
I'm just saying. There's a
Yeah.
lot of other weapons they could have gone with, but
Its
That's
costume,
just-
like other than the mask, the costume doesn't look terrible.
What is it?
Generic,
Like,
if-
Like, yeah, it's kind of generic, but I kind of like the little, gauntlets and like like the shin pad like combo. That looks kind of cool.
I don't like that. That looks like what an octopus has.
Rainy
what-
Crush says his horse dicks are ripped for his pleasure. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. I'll give you one of
Is it-
these. Because that made me feel really dark.
You know,
Was
it
this-
would be cool if his backstory is like he used to work at the horse track where people make
His
bets.
parents were
And
killed by
then-
horses.
that's
One
that's
night
exactly
that
what I
was
was
like
just gonna say.
raining. You know, raining is a dark night. He was cleaning the horse shit. Then he tripped over a fucking bale of hay, and the horse looked at him with his ass up, and then the thunder comes down when the horse looking at his ass up, and it was like, and then that's how he became.
What?
Kyle,
Awesome.
he was leaving. He was leaving a musical called
True story.
Horses with his parents, and he went down a long dark alley, and there was a horseman in a holding a gun, and he reached for his mother's pearls and ripped them off and shot both of them, and left poor Bruce Oates in the alleyway. And then at their funeral, Bruce ran away and fell down a well and ended up in a horse cave. And became
You
afraid
serious? Or you just you
became
joking?
afraid of horses.
You know all those horses in their caves.
And when he got older,
Cave horses.
he said, "I'm going to become the object of fear. I am Horseman." That's true. That's 100% fact.
Bro, I don't even know anymore.
Whatever. Whatever, bro.
It's so
Whatever.
stupid. Like honestly, whatever the backstory is, it's gonna be that stupid too. My parents were trampled by horses.
I saw them die.
I went to a rodeo and it was a massacre. A
My
massacre.
father was murdered by horse assassins. I learned to fight from the League of Horse Assassins.
I don't know if it's not horse rape. I don't want to know. I don't care.
It's so there was a magical horse that possessed my body and gave me the strength of 10 horses. And
So-
now I'm Horseman.
Yeah, maybe it is. It's spirited.
It's so fucking stupid.
Damn, bro, My Little Pony got dark.
But it's so stupid. It might be fucking awesome. I'm just like, this is so dumb, but I love it.
Well,
I don't know what
There's that
the League of Horses asses. Maybe he was banged by a horse, rock the Casbah says. So now he's afraid of horses for all time because he was raped by a horse. His real name? Mr. Hands. You guys know Mr. Hands? That's the dude who got fucked by a horse and died.
Oh my God, I forgot about
I've
that.
heard about that, but I've never seen it.
That's an old memory
No,
unlocked.
No, hopefully no one's ever seen it. Just know about it. You don't need to see it. You just
Yeah.
heard about it.
I don't want to see it.
Didn't
Yeah.
that happen in with Washington State?
It sounds about right. Nightmare, that would have been a good one. Yeah. Then he could have had like a horse themed like sword, like night costume, give him like a big sword and shit.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I thought he was gonna be dressed like a knight, but I mean,
Oh
He's
shit,
wearing
Spectral
metal.
beat me to the Mr. Hands reference. Oh fuck you. Good job. So yeah, that's the new comic from good old Rippaverse. But here's the thing. Okay? So soon as that whole thing came out, there was a thing of like a drawing that Joe Bennett put out to basically be like, oh, here's some cool new art for Horseman. And people immediately started picking it apart. And one of the things that started popping up was, this is AI. Like, this is AI art. And at first, on Twitter, Ethan Van Sciver was like, no, Joe Bennett's is a good, artist. He would never cheat by using AI. But then this account, Scotch Earth, took a close-up of part of the frame here. And you could see...
That's from Horseman?
Yeah, this is from a drawing of Horseman. I'd have to find the original drawing.
Mhm.
But you could see what you're seeing here is this is a lamp post, right? He's jumping down. Got the buildings coming up.
light
Yeah,
in the
doesn't-
background.
So
Doesn't
what's
look
with
good.
all these weird like extra bits
Yeah, that's
on the lamp
very
post?
AI. Yep.
Yeah, the Scotch Earth actually gave an example with this AI of a lamp. You see how there's a bunch of shit that isn't
Yeah,
necessary.
they do be
and-
doing that. Crazy buildings and buildings that don't make sense and
Mhm.
posts and geometric shit.
So it was actually convincing enough of an argument that even Ethan Van Sciver, and he's the one I will leave like the art judgment up to, because I'm not. I mean, I could draw a little, but I'm not a fucking artist. He's even starting to think the whole thing is traced from
I'm
AI.
definitely an artist.
I personally, like, I wouldn't mind you, me, I don't know, people commenting on it, saying it,
Mm-hmm.
but Ethan, as an artist, as a direct competitor, doesn't look good.
Well, what he's
be
saying, he's
like-
not even saying that like the whole thing is AI. He's saying the guy made the background in AI and then just sketched, like copied it Lightbox style.
Even if it's
From
true,
it.
even the character is there, even if all of that is true,
Yeah.
it probably would have some truth to it. Like I said, Ethan himself taking the steps, especially in this like speculation phase,
Mm-hmm.
he should keep doing the streams, making fun of it, and all of that. And if that's the case, it's gonna, because that, you know what I'm saying? From a guy
Yeah.
in the same field, doing the same thing, selling the same products. But anyway,
I mean,
he's on
it-
a high. He's on a
it is-
high of the
as-
battle.
As Eric
I
July
get
would
it.
say, it is what it is.
No, excuse me. What it is
So stupid.
is okay. Get your isms right.
What it is.
They don't
What
think
it
it be
is.
like it is.
But it is what it is.
But
It
how
is
be
what
you
it
do?
is.
This is what
But
is
it
this.
ain't what it isn't.
This is what is this.
It's true.
This is.
What is this?
It's this.
So I honestly don't know, but that is a very suspect thing. That the lamppost there, that is a very, like, unless you have that kind of style, I can't see why that would be that way. Hey, Nicholas, thank you. Appreciate you. What do you got
Oh.
here?
One made an honest man out of me.
It's time.
Oh shit, it's time. Oh my god, it's wonderful.
Oh no! It's Horseman!
Oh, wow. So, you know, raise it?
They're ready to go right out of the box.
Cool, cool. So, bye?
Yep. Take care of yourself, Rick.
Yep, same.
Did that horse just dig through the ground?
Wow.
That's what they do.
Well, that was weird.
You city folk.
I don't think horses burrow like that. I don't think that's
Oh, you were talking about cave horses a minute ago. Maybe you were right about
a cave of
cave
horses.
Yeah, cave horses.
You guys live in big cities. You don't understand.
On the John says he thinks that Horseman was thought up last minute for the convention for MegaCon. I think we're being trolled. I don't think this is real.
Yeah, all the timelines. It's too.
I mean, it
little-
looks like a real book, but
Yeah, but it's not good because what's good takes time, and what's good has to be. How many options do you think he had for the fucking How many designs do you think he had for the fucking horseman, and he presented to Eric? One. And back in the day, a second-rate comic, you wouldn't present less than 5 designs to fucking whatever, Dark Horse. Not even talking Marvel. You see what I'm saying, too? So
yeah.
it's all like very vapid and
Well,
very.
here's the thing, though. Here's what you're not.
empty
Here's what you're
and
not
not
factoring in,
unique.
Kyle. Here's what you're not factoring in. Eric doesn't care.
Because he doesn't know how comics are made. Because he's not a professional.
Well,
he was a
doesn't-
fan.
He
He
also
never worked
doesn't
in
know
the
what's
industry.
good. He doesn't know what makes something good. Like, period.
Yeah.
And so he cannot tell someone, yeah, that's gonna work. No, that's not gonna work.
Like they say,
This
we know,
there's
we
three
know
options.
what is it, and this isn't it. Like the Sopranos.
In my opinion, there's 3 options to this. Option 1, this is legitimate. Right? Option 2, this is a prank of some sort. Like they are trolling the haters back. Giving them something that's obviously retarded and that no one would think is a great idea. And be like, yeah, we'll say we're putting that out. Let's watch them fucking squirm. Let's watch them like just go crazy.
And
Or-
what's the punchline?
Or the third option is that Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett were just like, let's give him a stupid fucking idea so we can make another check.
I'm betting that's the case.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping it's the second one. It would be hilarious if they're like, haha, April Fools. There's no horse, man. You're stupid. Why
If it
would you
was
think that?
If it was number 2, I don't think they'd put that much effort into the cover like that. That looks like it took some effort.
Yeah. And they coming out, oh, it was a prank. There's no. It's like, oh, cool. So you're wasting more resources on useless shit. He's not winning
Zen
with that.
Rhino just sent me a horse version of Eric July.
It actually looks like
That's some very pink lips.
his beard is too grown.
Because it's a horse version of Eric July.
Beard is too grown.
But yeah,
But it's probably has to do with like he offered X amount of money, which I don't think it's much, a one-off to do this or whatever. It's all like freelance based, and the rate's probably not great. The deadline's not great. Like I said, not what those guys had back in the day. Not a development deal. They're not gonna be able to spend time developing the character, which is, you know what I'm saying? In giving the best outlook, which is not saying it's AI or whatever.
Ken says this
It's
is
just like
a-
here's the point. Eric July is ordering fan art from these comics. He's not ordering them to actually work and develop the things.
well, he's paying them to literally give him anything that he can sell. I don't care
he's getting fan art.
if it's a 200-page drawn out diagram of your balls. We can sell it because this is Rippaverse. We'll just sell any fucking thing. Like he doesn't like the only way Isom was as bad as it is, and he can't answer the question, what is Isom's powers? Because I guarantee you, he still can't fucking answer that question. He never has. It's because he
I
doesn't
have no
read it.
idea.
He doesn't read it. He just goes, yeah, that looks good. Like, just like a quick little. I like the
I
cover.
refuse to believe he didn't proofread Isom 1 at least or 2. But
I read it. I can tell you didn't proofread it one fucking
No,
bit.
absolutely, man. He obviously read, but he doesn't know how to anyway to judge or anything. But we heard him say that now that he's a company and all that, we heard him say that someone else proofreads and approves the shit. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's the Scissor Sisters.
But I don't believe he didn't read Eyes on One. That was his baby. But he's just dumb and thought it was good. He's like, oh, it's a very neutral story. I'm gonna be able to make like a whole giant 100.
You're probably right. He probably did read the books, but here's the thing: I just can't get rid of is like I've listened to him talk about it, and he talks about it the way someone would talk about it if they had never read it, anything other than the Dust Jacket. Like, what's what's something important that happens in the story? In terms of what? In terms of story! Like, he can't answer these most basic questions.
I'm Cassius Green, calling on behalf of StompAMudholeInYourAss.com. Sorry to bother you, but